So who is more popular in New York City, Rudy Giuliani or current Mayor Mike Bloomberg? It may surprise you to know that right now it is Mike Bloomberg, actually by a landslide. And now there are rumors he may want to take that show on the road in a possible 2008 presidential campaign. Ari Melber is a Democratic strategist and a regular contributor to The Nation. And Alex Johnson is a Republican strategist. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you. Thanks.
All right, so Alex, we first started hearing this buzz when we saw Mike Bloomberg and Senator Chuck Hagel meeting for dinner in D.C. What do you make of the rumor?
Well, you know, you've got somebody with a lot of money and a big ego and who sees a potential opening in this presidential race. And so, sure, I think it's good speculation for people in the media and others to talk about. But at the end of the day, it's a lot of work to run as a third-party candidate. And so I think he's got to recognize those challenges that face him in trying to get into this race.
Yeah, so. How does a third-party candidate, an independent, affect the dynamics of this presidential race?
Well, it creates a huge challenge for both of the other candidates to distinguish themselves and hold on to their base of support. What's most interesting is that both Bloomberg and Hagel are really liberals. I mean, Bloomberg spent most of his life as a Democrat. He's almost as liberal on social issues as Rudy Giuliani, who's trying to sort of change a lot of his reputation in running in the Republican primary. And Hagel is a strong and forceful advocate of ending the war in Iraq. So I think both of them
Republican by name, Democrat by ideology.
I think they see that the country's definitely leaning left, and so they're talking about an independent left candidate.
Alex, I mean, who do you think that Bloomberg would lure votes away from if it came to a general election?
Well, it'll be interesting. You know, we're in the primary season now, and so each side is sort of running to their base. On the Republican side, is sort of trying to work the base on the right, and the Democrats to the left. But you know, when we get to the general election, both of those candidates on the right and the left are going to try to work back to the center. So he may see that opening close a little bit as we get more to that general election season. It's going to be tough for him, but if he's going to, work this crowd to the left, I think it may pick away votes from Hillary or Obama. Or any one of those candidates on the left.
Ari, let me ask you this. I mean, with a man like Bloomberg, with the money he has, and we're talking billions here, and with the ticket you just named, do you think that it's a time in our country where we could see an independent actually make a successful bid for the president?
I doubt it. I think you're going to have a lot more success on the local and state level with some sort of third party that stands for something. Bloomberg's biggest problem is this looks like ambition. They're not talking about issues. They're going to the Palm and having steak dinners, according to Newsweek. So they have to stand up and be forceful about the issues that matter to Americans, changing the economy, making it work for everyone, ending the war in Iraq. These are the things people care about, and not just a third party for ambition.
He's going to be the commander-in-chief running for that top spot, and there's not much in his resume that would suggest he has any credentials to be the commander-in-chief of this country.
Alex, let me ask you this because it's interesting. Yeah. Why do you think we in the media here are so focused on people who aren't officially running versus the people who actually are? It seems like we're talking a lot about Fred Thompson, even Newt Gingrich here and there, and now Mike Bloomberg.
Well, I think, this is a long race, and we have to try to all figure out what we're going to talk about for the length of the duration of this race. And so I think maybe we've already bored or tired of those that are already declared. So, hey, let's speculate about who's not in the race to make things even more interesting. So I think the length of the race has a lot to do with this right now.
All right. Alex Johnson, Ari Melber, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Well, we've been telling you throughout the morning this is the most expensive Memorial Day ever, with gas prices